everyone, and welcome to Cocktail History. My name is Stephanie Kibler. I'm the director of the Freeborn County Historical Museum Library and Village, or FCHM, and joining me is Rachel Lilienthal, coordinator for our exhibits and collections.
Yeah, and nobody really wants to talk about COVID right now.
No.
And I guess as we've been going through this whole time, a lot of us have been trying to figure out what to do in this area in our jobs and such as well. And so we've been trying to brainstorm and kind of come up with what we want to do. Yeah.
So we're looking for some new ideas, and as our conversations progressed a little bit, they seemed to go to cocktails or happy hours. And I know for me personally, the virtual happy hour has been, I hate to say it, but a lifesaver during COVID. I've spent a lot of time with friends and peers and family members getting reconnected virtually with a cocktail.
Yeah, and that's like the house party app too. I've been using that, which is really fun to be able to connect with people like
Sure.
that. And so we turned to doing something that we're calling cocktail history. So we're gonna try every week to show a cocktail and talk about its history, the ingredients, and how it's been used, and who's liked the cocktails. And so today, in honor of Halloween and
Dia de los Muertos.
thank you, we are doing the Corpse Reviver #2. Yeah. And so that starts off with absinthe, which is a very fun alcohol. You just rinse it in here.
An absinthe is an anise flavored or licorice flavored spirit derived from botanicals, including flowers, leaves of grand wormwood, together with green anise, fennel, and other medicinal and culinary herbs.
And it smells like black licorice.
And it is green.
Yes, like the Green Fairy. Which I know from Moulin Rouge, the movie. It's a musical. It's got Ewan McGregor. If you haven't seen it, it's lovely.
And Nicole Kidman.
yes, she's lovely too.
Absinthe originated in Switzerland in the late 18th century and has kind of a negative connotation
Yes.
when people talk about it.
That's true.
It's associated with Bohemian culture, which Freeborn County, as many of you may or may not know, did have a healthy Bohemian population. In fact, our first Uncorking History
Yes.
dealt with the Bohemian dance hall. A few people that we know from history that imbibed in.
Yes. I'm gonna get my handy dandy list.
Well, Ernest Hemingway would be one of my
Yes.
favorites.
And what was the other one you said?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes, that's not on my list. And James Joyce, Pablo Picasso. That's probably why his paintings were a little wonky.
That's what people say about he and Vincent van Gogh.
Yes.
However, it has been proven that it really didn't have any more of a hallucinogenic effect than alcohol itself.
Okay.
So anyway, on to our beverage. Our next addition to this would be some ice in our shaker. And it is important that you have the proper tools when mixing a cocktail. Otherwise it does not taste the way you're going to want it to taste. So into our shaker is going to go 1 ounce of gin. I was going to say vermouth, sorry. Of gin. You can use your favorite gin, no specific gin required. 1 ounce per drink. We are mixing 2 cocktails today, so we're going to do 2 ounces, and we've selected Bombay Sapphire.
And the next one is the one that starts with the C, right?
Cointreau.
Isn't that number? That sounds like number 4 in Spanish.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No.
I'm gonna think that that's it's a cork. And Cointreau is an orange flavored liqueur produced in France, consumed usually as an aperitif before dinner drink. and is something used in quite a few cocktails, can be used in margaritas. That's one of my favorites. You could also use triple sec, which is also an orange liqueur. And that would be 1 ounce of Cointreau per drink, so we're putting in 2 ounces into our shaker.
I always only think about tequila when I think about margaritas. I didn't know this was in that.
A lot of people do not put orange liqueur in their margaritas,
Oh.
but it is a nice addition. It gives it a finished taste, maybe.
Sure.
Our next addition will be, it does call for a Lillet Blanc. Lillet Blanc is hard to find anywhere, is my understanding. But it is a sweet wine, and so we're substituting a Riesling. Now, a Lillet Blanc does have a hint of honey and orange. So we are also going to use a couple drops of orange bitters. So we do 1 ounce each drink of the Riesling. So we're gonna add 2 ounces for 2 drinks.
And we're doing the Corpse Reviver #2. If you wanted to do 2A, which is another kind of version of the Corpse Reviver family, you substitute Lillet Blanc with, what is it called? It's called punching, which is some kind of Swedish. I don't know what much it's about.
It's also a sweet wine, I believe. And just a couple drops of that. Oh, right. Yeah, just be real. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. And so now we're gonna shake that up.
That's fun. Can I shake it?
You may shake it. Make sure you hold the lid.
Okay. I don't want it to go all over you.
No, or you. Shake it. Like you're a cocktail waitress.
Oh.
That was a lipstick drop, not a mic drop.
I always drop my lipstick, I'm sorry.
Oh, and I think I lied because we're supposed to have lemon in there also. So let's do that really quick. So we're gonna squeeze 1 ounce of lemon per drink.
Wow.
So basically, you're gonna put a whole lemon in here.
Nice. So
Might as
see,
well
it's
just
got,
squeeze that in there.
it's got a little bit of health to it too.
Nutrition.
Yeah.
And then we'll reshake that.
Did you want to shake it?
You were doing a fine job.
Thank you. That was so
We'll
fun.
edit that.
Oh, is that it?
That's it. Then we pour. We are gonna finish off with the Luxardo cherry. Now this is not your typical Marciano cherry. The Luxardo cherry has been around since the 1880s and is very popular in cocktails today, but did not come back into the current cocktail scene until 2004. They are expensive, but they are well worth the expense because they are unique flavored. You can see it's a darker cherry than your Marciano.
And it smells like it would taste really good with chocolate. I smelled them earlier.
And then to finish it off, to add the little spectacular to it, we are going to add a little dry ice to each of them. And we are now going to call this the Corpse Reviver 3.
Okay. Making our new history.
And so that's our Halloween version of the Corpse Reviver #2. Dry ice is safe to have in a beverage, but again, when handling it, do not touch with your hands. Do not let the dry ice touch your lips.
Don't even grab the bag, like, don't even grab it through the bag. I learned that.
Lessons the hard way here at the museum. So, cheers everybody to Halloween. Happy Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. Ooh,
Yeah.
this is our first time trying this too,
Yes.
by the way. So this is a very nice little cocktail.
I like it.
One of the things we did not share, Risha, is that the origin of the Corpse Reviver, comes from the 1861 issue of Punch, which I'm assuming was a magazine.
Probably.
They're drunk as an alcoholic hangover cure.
Because you're reviving the corpse from a
Right.
party the
So
night before.
the potency of your ingredients gives you that tongue and puckery, sour kind of feel, which is supposed to perk you up.
I felt that the second drink. The first one tasted kind of sweet to me.
No, I had the lemon
No?
really.
Yeah.
So in 1930, Harry Craddock came on the scene with Corpse Reviver 1 and 2.
Yeah, he became a bartender in 1922 or 20.
1920, he was like a bar back, I
Yeah.
think, what we would know now.
And that was just when like Prohibition had started, so.
At the Savoy,
Right.
which was it's a infamous bar. He is responsible in 1925, he worked then for the American Bar, but he is responsible for the Savoy cocktail book, which is one of the more prominent cocktail books in history.
And the ingredient for these were in there, and they're one of the only ingredients in that book that have mostly stayed the same.
Oh, interesting.
Throughout the
I did
years.
not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. And of course, we did talk a little bit about our presentation, which I think we've nailed. I'm just gonna say this is nailed. But the origins of the martini glass, a little hazy if you look through history, but one of the folklore pieces around it is that it was designed this way so that during Prohibition, if you were raided at your speakeasy, you could easily discharge your cocktail. So you could
So
just
we could just toss it
toss
like
it.
into a plant.
and then, yeah,
And then
it was an
empty.
easy dump.
Oh, which it wasn't illegal to drink alcohol during Prohibition. It was just illegal to like buy it and sell it and distribute it. So
I thought it was illegal to have in your possession.
no, because after they passed it, if you had alcohol in your house,
Oh, that's true.
you were allowed to still have that and drink it.
That's true.
Yeah.
I've heard tell that we have got a copper kettle out in our red shed here at the village that was used for Prohibition. We will have to look into that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so,
really neat.
anyway,
Yes.
thank you. We hope you enjoy your Corpse Reviver and enjoy your Halloween weekend. Full moon. Blue moon.
Blue moon. Yeah. Watch out for the werewolves.